Okay, first off,
All right.
what do you hate the most?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Why don't you like meatloaf?
I don't know. It's just a compilation of leftovers, and no one really likes leftovers in the first place. So it's just like a ugh.
Okay, he hates meatloaf.
That's not really conclusive note taking. Like, where's the actual critical analysis? That's more like face value, third grade analysis, as opposed to actual deep
Well,
ethical.
how do you know I'm not in third grade? Moving on. What else do you hate?
This interview so far.
What?
This interview so far.
Interviews.
No, this interview.
Nope. All.
No.
Uh,
First off, that's slander.
why don't you like bees?
Missilophobia.
Don't know what that means, nor how to spell that. Moving on. Do you hate small children?
Depends.
Do you hate all small children?
Depends
On what?
on what they're doing at the time. Like,
Hates small children. Alright.
well, I'm glad this is getting recorded because you, sir, are taking information that is false and misconstrued on what
I don't
say.
believe that.
What do you?
I am taking what you are saying and writing it down exactly.
No, first off, because I said depends on the quandary of do I hate small children. It depends on if they're doing something, say, like they're participating in Kids Bop. I hate those kids. But if they're bringing me drinks, I like those kids.
If you are in, like, if you were offered to be in Kids Bop, though, would you be in Kids Bop?
How much am I getting paid? And
Well,
how
even
much screen time am I getting?
you get to be heard by millions of people.
No,
So, like,
you get to be heard by moms who happen to think that, oh, my son likes this song. Maybe he'll like hearing other kids sing that song. Which, no, if you like the song, why
I
would
think
you
the
want to
reason
hear
it
kids sing that song?
is the most is because they have a million people in it, and they don't pay them, so the parents buy it so that they can hear their children sing. Basically,
Honestly, of all those commercial videos, they have like a total of 70
they have like
kids.
They have like 40 Kids Bop albums.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that they only have 70 on each of those. So 70 times 40 would have to be 2,800. 2,800 kids.
Do you think the word English is racist?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Because first off, no word is really racist until you give it the power. Secondly, English is not degrading to a particular race. It's degrading to a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a word related to the misuse of the English language in foreign countries who use their natural placement.
Yeah, their accent makes it say English, though. So basically, if you're saying it, it's racist.
No, not. Oh, it's only racist if you put out your buck teeth, close your eyes, and go English. But otherwise, if you're just saying it with a natural dialect, English, that it is not racist, and people know that you're talking about an actual writing form as opposed to a particular race of people.
This is going good. Going good. Does not think English is racist. What do you think is racist?
White people who feel like they need to stick up for black people.
So they shouldn't stick up for black people.
No, because black people can take care of themselves. White people don't need to be angry for black people. Like, if black people are going to be angry, they'll be angry. Or if any other race is going to be angry, they'll be angry. White people don't need to say, hey, that's offensive to this particular race. Like, if it's actually offensive to that race will say something about it. White people don't need to be like the hierarchy of, oh, we'll decide how the...
Basically what you're saying, though, is if there's a group of white people and they're making racist comments, it doesn't matter, as long as they don't hear it.
No. First off, in this country, you're allowed to say what you want. Secondly, they can say those racist things. They just have to, know the fact that there's probably going to be consequences with those sayings. But I'm saying that white people don't need to, quote-unquote, stick up for the other races, because the other races, they're people too. They can take care of themselves. They're not like little babies that we got to nurture and protect from such harmful words or something.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about ponies?
Horse spoilers, I think. Apple Bloom is going to get a cutie mark that's blueprints because she's good at building, and it's going to go all over her body. So she's just going to become a blue pony with white lines going all throughout. Arrows and diagrams, plans. And
Are you excited for season 2?
ever since Lauren Foss stepped down her position, I'll have to see how it goes.
So you are a fan of ponies.
I'm a fan to the point to where I don't read the creepy fan fiction.
Ponies.
That's about it. Like,
do you realize ponies is made for little girls?
Well, only if that's where it's marketed to. But people who created that show currently notice that is also appealing to other genders and other age groups. So they're being more neutral on their marketing terms as opposed to just sending it out to girls between the age of 6 and 10. Even less.
But the way they show it, the video, though, they show it on channels specifically for little girls and little boys.
Well, yes, that's because that's where the base marketing is based. But because of the fact that they do notice that the market has expanded, they also keep it more neutral to where it can just fit for any age group, like teens, and also any genders, for bronies and such.
Yes. Are you surprised at the mass amount of people who actually watch My Little Pony? And the lack of people who play Minecraft compared to it?
I don't play Minecraft, so I can't really give a set opinion on there. I'm good. I got Spiral Knights. I'm good. I don't need no.
Are you aware that the population of the people who watch My Little Ponies is bigger than the population of Poland?
Well, I do not know the population of Poland, nor do I know the actual population.
It's less than 15,000.
Now, is that from census taking, or is that from a Wikipedia lookup?
Census.
Like the actual census website for Poland, or where are you getting this information from?
Well, there is a My Little Pony website that has over 15,000 views, more like around there, and Minecraft has about 10,000. And Minecraft is bigger than the population of Poland, too.
You mean million?
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's a bunch of people in Poland.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever. I think it's amazing that is actually... It happened. How do you feel on global warming?
I feel that it is a problem that does need to be taken care of. But it's not being taken care of in the correct light by people who claim to be environmentalists when really they're political activists who aren't working to change the environment. They're working on changing the government.
Well, what do you think needs to be done to save the environment?
I don't know. And I'm good with either way. Whatever happens, happens.
Do you do anything? Do you recycle?
No, I'm against recycling because if we recycle, then the trees are going to get us.
What?
Trees. If we recycle, that gives more land for trees. In which then I'm sure you've seen Lord of the Rings. We're going to get tree herders all coming out of the forest, strangling every person they see whenever, like, oh, let's go on a hike. They never were seen again.
So you believe that trees will choke people, basically?
I don't believe. I know. I know they will. They will. Once we give them an inkling of a chance, they will put their branches down.
Trees will kill us. Okay. So you think that recycling will so you want to kill trees, basically?
No. We need the trees.
Are you aware that trees give us air?
Yeah. We can't kill the trees. That's stupid. But we can segregate them to where they produce the amount of oxygen needed for the current population on the planet. At the same time, they don't get a chance to come out and, murder us. Permaculture.
You watch Females?
SB emails? Used to, but haven't recently.
Well, they haven't been uploading many videos.
I would guess not.
Are you a fan of it?
I do enjoy them.
Okay, what about That 70s Show? You a fan of that?
It's a good show.
It's okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't watch it all the time.
Well, that's your thoughts.
I'm not so big of a fan that I watch every single episode. of it.
I watch it whenever it's on. Zach's just doing his thing.
Yeah. Well, when he has nothing else to do, he'll watch that 70s show.
Yeah.
Do you ever actually make games?
I am not a game designer. Games? I'm a graphic designer.
So you like drawing?
I designed graphics for a video game during a video game competition in which the judges did not really care, in which the person who coded it actually had an AI map seeking thing, which the enemies would actually determine where you were, determine the best course of action, and do that. And we got rewarded best presentation, and the people who actually won best programming gave the award to us because they knew that we won that in spirit, as opposed to whatever the judges did on their rotary wheel rotation award system.
Okay.
But no.
Are you aware that Zach likes to make games?
Yes.
Do you enjoy his games?
I think if he keeps at it, he'll do something big.
I'm almost positive that you were a fan of Left 4 Dead. What are your thoughts on that?
I enjoy it. I don't know.
Pretty sure you play it on the computer a lot because I can hear you.
Yes.
Who do you play it with? Do you have a whole group of people, or do you just random?
Whoever, and sometimes just random. Sometimes I'll go on them 10 versus 10 server dudes, but...
Do you Skype or some other talking program?
Skype.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, any more questions?
No, I think that's it.
Such a fascinating individual as I am.
Tell me more about Spookfest.
I don't know what else to say about Spookfest. 2012.
What do you plan on doing?
June 16th. Spookfest is whatever you need Spookfest to be at that particular occasion.
So you just create Spookfest for yourself? It's not an actual festival?
It is a festival.
A holiday, basically?
It's a Yeah, it is a festival.
Do you know where it takes place?
It takes place wherever you need it to take place.
Then that Okay, then. I think we're done here.
Are we? Are we?
I don't know.
Because I got a question for you. What are you doing with your life?
Question?
What are you doing with your life? You just spent about 30 minutes interviewing me. Things that are not going to have any effect on your life. And you're like, what, 13 years old?
Oh.
What is
around this?
There? Man, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. You gotta figure out what college you're gonna go to. You gotta figure out what career field you might want to go into.
Rutgers.
Fuddruckers?
Computer engineer. What?
Computer engineering.
What would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
First off, it depends on what kind of zombies we are dealing with here. Are they, say, 28 weeks later zombies?
Just normal zombies, your average zombies.
There's no normal zombies.
Well, yeah, you know, like the average zombie, they just walk slow.
So risen from the dead style zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, they wouldn't be able to do anything to us.
Well, yeah, they can just kind of punch you in the face or something.
No.
They can bite you.
You need to look at the Crack article, Why a Zombie Apocalypse is Virtually Impossible.
Well, we know it's virtually impossible, but what would you do if it was actually happening?
If I was actually happening?
What if there was a plant that created the virus? Like, you know, like the crazies. What if that happened?
So we are talking about 28 weeks later zombies where they can walk fast and actually rip out your guts and all that.
Yeah. Let's talk about that then.
Except my fate.
So you just kill yourself?
No, I wouldn't kill myself. That goes against...
You would let the zombies kill you?
Yes, if it happens to happen. If it doesn't, then it doesn't.
So you would just hide, basically? Or
I
just let the zombies kill you?
I'd keep trying to do whatever it was I was just going to do, and then... Because I'm sure I would go within, like, the first few days. Like, I'd just be doing my normal life, and then suddenly be a knock at the door, or more like a pound, and I'd be like, I wonder who that is, and then I look at the people, and then they rip through the door or something. because I am not a fast runner. Not both by physical and both by choice. I am a speed walker, though, but I'm sure that would not help me in this particular situation. But yeah.
So you wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't just get in your car and drive to a gun shop.
Well, I can't drive. I don't know where a gun store is. Ever since they closed the G.I. Joe's.
Just buy 1,000 outward-facing treadmills and put them in front of your house so the zombies can't run into your house.
Zombies.
That would be a good
Zombies
idea.
get smart. Zombies eventually learn how to walk underwater and how to reuse tools because they're based off of humans. So they would eventually be able to unlock that knowledge unconsciously. They'd be able to go like, wait a minute, why are we just tripping on treadmills? This is stupid. Then they'd go in and just turn.
Well, they have less brain power than us.
Less brain power
They're,
at first, but eventually they would return to say like primitive man style, in which basic tools before them would be able to get utilized for primitive means.
Well, if we were only trying to kill, let's say, gorillas, eventually we could easily wipe out the entire population of gorillas.
True.
So if we're all trying to kill only zombies, then eventually we would wipe out the entire population.
Yes, but there's a difference between...
Because they probably wouldn't know how to multiply.
Primitive man and gorillas. Both genetics.
But they don't even know what they're doing yet.
Primitive man... No. No, if we're talking about just zombies based from them right out of the gate, then no, the treadmill thing would work. But eventually, over time, the zombies will adapt, as is human natural, not only natural human tendency, but also natural simian tendency.
But again, if there's a bunch of people who are still alive, military bases and everything,
well, then they could. Then
they trying to kill all the zombies.
Yes, and they can do that. I'm just one man. And even if I got a gun Left 4 Dead style, I would probably not be able to utilize it at first. If I were able to survive to where I could become proficient with the weapon I had, then I would just need to make sure to become either proficient with other weapons or be able to stockpile to where I could continue to use the weapon in case, I would ever get attacked again or something. Mm-hmm.
So is that really it?
Yeah, if that's the end of this question, then I'm gonna go.
Alright.
Alrighty. Pepper Jack.
Okay.
Pepper Jack.
Yeah.
Pepper Jack. 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 Pepper